Hey everyone, welcome to another Teach Time topic video. This one I'm going to do it a little differently than the other ones because I want to show you a cool little tool since we're moving to remote learning again for the first part of the year. So this is explaineverything.com. It's free to join. Obviously, there's some restrictions, but for the most part, you can do everything you want on here. So if you want to document or like we're talking about graphic organizers today as well, if you wanted to show students how to do this and write on it and do whatever you want, it's a cool little thing. I'm still playing around with it, so it's just another tool to add to your toolbox. But if you see here, you can record a video and upload it just by giving the students a link so you can put it on Canvas and then they can just look at it. But anytime that you're doing an online video, you want it to be interactive and you want them to have some sort of visual, kind of like you would if you were in a classroom. So today we're going to talk about graphic organizers, and I'm going to use Explain Everything to kind of show you how this works. There is a ton of graphic organizers that I'm going to share with you. So in my files, I have a graphic organizer folder that I will share with you. And so you can see here you have reading and writing across all contents, and then you have it specifically for certain subjects. So since I was a social studies teacher, I just chose to use one of them in here. So the cause and not the cause and effect, the compare and contrast organizer is one of my favorites. So that's what we're going to do today. And a lot of us are used to Venn diagrams, so this is basically like a Venn diagram, just a little different. So I always call this a double bubble map, and it's pretty simple. In the middle here, these are your similarities. In the big circles are your topics that you're comparing and contrasting. And then on the sides is how they're different. Now, they have a example right over here, and then I'll give one of my own as well, just to have two. But you can see here they're comparing John Locke and Thomas Hobbes. They have their similarities here in the middle, and then their differences on the left and right. Again, it's a pretty good visual to really break down certain subjects for students or topics. You can compare people, topics, events, whatever it may be. So let's do one that I'm interested in. My handwriting's going to be terrible, so I do apologize in advance. Again, this is what your students would be seeing as you're creating your videos. So I'm going to compare the Sioux tribe or the Lakota to the Comanche tribe. So right now, I usually do the similarities first, but you can do it however you want. So let's just quickly talk about some similarities there. I like to switch up my colors as well. Well, they're both warrior tribes. They value warrior culture. I'll put warrior culture. And then they also valued the buffalo or hunted buffalo. And then finally, they were feared tribes, mostly by settlers. And that part relates to the warrior culture as well. All right, so now let's talk about some of the differences. Let's start with the Comanche first. Well, locations are different, so I want to be specific with this. So if I'm being specific enough, I'd say that most of them were located in New Mexico, Texas, Kansas, Oklahoma, maybe like southern Colorado, those kind of areas. And then they were proficient on horseback, so their fighting style was on horseback. The Sioux also were too, but I think the Comanche were the best at it. They used bow and arrows as their main weapon because of that. And then finally, they were allies with another major tribe, which had a big impact on politics and how the U.S. government fought against them. So they were allies with the Kiowa tribe. And then let's move to the Sioux and Lakota. So we're just sticking on the theme. Location, they're in South Dakota, North Dakota, Minnesota, more state would probably be Wyoming. And there's more, but those are the basic ones. And then they're really known for Custer's Last Stand. It was a major battle that is famous. And their language. Both of them have different languages. This is a give me. Just made it a little easier. But as you can see, this is a pretty basic example. But at the same time, it's good to break it down, make it simple for your students. Whereas, oops, it's always important to switch. This is a little more detailed. So you can actually draw for them on here if you wanted them to kind of see on it as well. So if like you wanted more room, for example, since mine was kind of small, I can make bigger circles to write in. Again, it's up to you. But those are just a couple examples of how we did it. So if you want to erase, you get your eraser over here. It's probably a faster way to do it that I haven't learned yet. But anyway, yeah, cool little app actually, and I think it is good if once you start doing your online videos. And there are tons of graphic organizers on here that you can use to use the visuals. And the students can create a free account on this as well if they want to write in there. But other than that, that's all I got for you. You guys all understand graphic organizers for the most part. So if you need any resources or questions, you just let me know. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.